Shalom, Royal Family. The class you are about to hear is taught by the Honorable Yahweh, Beit Nun Sophie Yahweh, many years ago. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at www.yahweh144000.com. Also, Royal Family, you can enroll in classes designed for the Godhead at www.universityofyahweh.org. And also, Royal Family and friends, we want to share with you Yahweh's Keys to Riches. And on that YouTube channel, you can listen to Yahweh's daily word and keep up with the correct solar time each and every day. We'd like to see you there as well. Go to Yahweh's Keys to Riches. It's in the description below so that you can join us there as well. Remember, when you get there, just like here, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channels. All right, Royal Family, we look forward to seeing you there as well. Enjoy.
That's why I wrote a record before my coming, that I keep at my coming, that I did not come to destroy the law or the prophet. Matthew 5:17. This is my record. This whole book is about me, from Genesis to Revelation. Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. This is all about me, Yahweh ben Yahweh, the son of Yahweh. This is not about a man 1900 years ago. This is about me today, right now. So the law still stands. And anybody who says it doesn't is an enemy to Yahweh. He's antichrist. For the man written here as the Christ said he didn't come to destroy the law. And he didn't come to destroy the prophets. Then how can somebody come and preach at his supposed death or ascension that the law does not count? How can you say that when the man written in the book as the Son kept the Sabbath? Luke 4:16. He kept it. You have to quit lying on how you going to not keep it when he kept it. He said he didn't come to destroy it, so he kept it. And he never did not keep it. He always kept it. Read.
And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read.
Here is a man declared as the Son, entering the synagogue as his custom, his normal affair, what he did every Sabbath. And he was a reader of the law, a keeper of the law. Now, how can you claim to be a disciple of Christ and don't keep the law? When he kept it as an example and said he didn't come to destroy it. then those who teach, saying they teaching of him and about him, not to keep it, has to be his enemy and has to be anti-Christ. So any preacher in any church that teach against the Sabbath and change the Sabbath day is the enemy. And that includes the Catholic Church, because they changed the Sabbath and then name it Sunday. The Council of Nicene. Traces right back, history traces right on back to the Pope that changed it. He had to be an enemy, a liar, deceive us. So if you follow Christianity, you follow deception all the way down the line, because anything that starts false got to end up false. If the foundation is wrong, then everything built on it is wrong. Got to give it up. You got to give it up. If the master kept the Sabbath, who are you to come along and say, don't keep it? Sin is breaking the law. John 3:4. You notice I let the book do the talking, don't you? I'm excited, but I'm letting the word talk to you. I'm fired up, but I let the word talk to you. John chapter 3, verse 4. Read.
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law.
The law of Yahweh is keep the Sabbath. And the Sabbath is not Saturday. The Sabbath is the seventh day. And the way you know to keep the Sabbath is by solar time. And if you don't know solar time, you don't know the Sabbath. I know solar time. I created the sun. And I know when I set this civilization in motion 6,000 years ago. And I have the exact date. So this year, the Sabbath is Wednesday. Next year is Thursday. The year following is Friday. The year following is Saturday. And it's a perfect cycle of 7. And I can prove it mathematically. Because what you call the calendar is not of Yahweh. Neither do the Jews keep the correct calendar, because they keep the moon. They keep the lunar calendar. And Yahweh did not set the moon as the timepiece. Yahweh set the sun. Me, I am the sun. He set the sun as the timepiece. And I'll show it to you in the book. Praise Yahweh. Let's go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 16. See what the ruler of the day is, not the moon. Oh, glory. See, the people sitting in darkness don't know this. Genesis 1, this is from the beginning. So the rest of you have to shut up. All you Johnny-come-latelys, burn up your calendars, because they are no good. This is not 1987. That's why you don't know what time it is. You think it's 1987. You'll never know when God is coming back. That's why you never know when the sun is coming, because you don't know what time it is. And Yahweh said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. Now, which light did he make ruler by day? I read Genesis 1:14 if you didn't know where I was. For you who didn't know what I was reading, that was verse 14. Now, verse 16. And Yahweh made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. The moon is a reflection of the sun, so it's a lesser light. Yahweh is not stupid enough to make something that is lesser ruler over that which is greater. Although Yahweh let Satan rule over us, it's not that he's stupid. Satan is lesser. He's a negative. Satan got rulership when he asked Yahweh, why do you protect Job? That's you. You got a hedge around him. Let me have him and I'll change him. So now we see, back to the point of the calendars, you see that the sun is the ruler. So you cannot come along and make a lunar calendar be correct. Imagine you got to wait till there's a full moon and you don't know when it's going to be to come up with the Sabbath. Isn't that stupid? And the enemy of God say you change time at midnight. Now how can you change time at midnight and be right? It's impossible. You have to come up with a timepiece based on something else. In order to determine the midnight hour, then you have to come up with a timepiece giving you the midnight hour based on what? The sun. So the enemy, to keep you in darkness, he changed time. Yahweh said the time is from sundown to sundown. Let's go back to Genesis 1:5. To know how a day is determined. Read.
And Yahweh called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
So the day begins at evening, at sundown. That's when it begins. So at 12 o'clock midnight, somebody lied to you when they said time changed. That 12 a.m. is now in the morning. You are a lie. That's, Yahweh said it's evening. You wicked dogs, change it. The wicked devil, serpent, enemy. And what have you been doing? You read your Bible and see what God said. A day is, and you turn around and tell me it's 12 midnight, the time changed. According to who? Why do you go with the enemy of God when God tells you right here clearly in your book what it is? So I'm giving you evidence that you have to check out what I'm telling you when I say solar time. And the Sabbath is not on Saturday. This is proof it can't be. Because the man you've been listening to has been lying to you. He just changed it. Just set himself up and wrote it in books and changed it. Oh, glory. Oh, hallelujah, Yahweh. We're talking about the law of Yahweh, and he doesn't change either. Now, let's go back to my people being called proverbs and bywords. It's so easy to get off into all this science, and there's so much wisdom that I have to teach. You might forget where I was going, but I'm dealing with these niggas walking in darkness. They're saying they are niggas. See, I didn't name you that. I said you are not a nigger. I have a rough job. So here's a group of people who call themselves niggas, and they are not, and don't know who they are. Isaiah, we're back now to 1 Kings. 1 Kings, chapter 9, verse 5. What happened to us in America? What happened to us? Big question. Then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel forever, as I promised to David thy father, saying, there shall not fail thee a man upon the throne of Israel. Well, it looked like there wasn't one to sit on the throne of Israel. But here I am, sitting on the throne of Israel. You cannot elect me to sit on the throne. Yahweh chose me to sit on the throne. He chose me before all my brethren to sit on the throne of Israel. And I'm sitting on it. And I am raising up those who acknowledge and accept that reality. Because if you don't accept it, you don't matter anyway. You can't vote or do nothing else about it. So you're out of it anyway if you don't accept it. But all of us who accept the fact that we are Israel, you just have to accept the fact that I am the king of Israel. Can't change it. But, although I have done this, if you shall at all turn from following me, you are your children, and will not keep my commandments and my statutes which I have set before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them, then will I cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them. Have the so-called black people of America been cut off? Cut off from their own land? So cut off, don't know where it is. So cut off, didn't know they had one. They thought they were Americans. I'm America now. You American what? I'm American colored. You want to pretend that you're not colored, right? I have pictures proving that you were colored. Colored restroom, colored restaurant, colored hotel, colored water fountain, colored. Freedom rides against being colored. What's your nationality? I'm colored. Then something happened. You woke up one day, somebody raised the question, say, colored. Well, what? Say, man, every nation got something they can identify themselves with. See? The man says his name is Kaufman. So what kind of name is that? It's German. Well, where are you from? Germany. What's your language? German. What do you rule? Germany. Wing Wong. What kind of name is that? Chinese. Where are you from? China. What do you speak? Chinese. What do you own? China. Pierre. What kind of name is that? French. Where are you from? France. What kind of name is that? French. What do you speak? French. All that identifies nationality. Color. You speak color. You have a colored name. And where is colored land? So my people say, well, I must not be colored. You can't call me colored no more. I'm going to be a Negro from now on. Well, what is Negro? Well, they told me Negro is negra in Spanish. Yeah? I'm Negro. What is it in Latin? It was necros. Necros. The K was substituted, the G was substituted for the K. But what does necros mean? It means something dead. So when you're a Negro, Negros, you are a dead people by name. Do you speak Negro? You have a Negro name. Where's Negro land? So when in Spanish it means black. Well, I know what, I'm tired of being Negro now. I ain't gonna put on my nationality of Negro no more. I'm now black. What's your nationality? Black. Black. You have a black name? You speak Blackies? Where's black land? Oh, no. Well, you must not be black. Yeah, I'm tired of being black now. That don't make no sense either. I am, what are you now, nigga? Afro-American. What's your nationality? Afro-American. Well, where from Africa are you? I don't know whether I'm Kuta Kinte or not. So you're not Africa. That's not nationality either, is it? Well, no, I guess it ain't. But see, you still in the same trick you were from color to Negro to black to Afro-American. You still don't know who you are. What's your nationality? Oh, wait a minute now. It makes difference to everybody else on earth. You're the only one on the bottom of everybody else. It must make a difference. Everybody else on earth knows where they're from but you. Who's the land belong to? Indians. So suppose I decide to give the land back. Suppose God decided to give the land back to the Indian. Huh? Don't say God can't do that. How many know God can do anything? God can do anything. Suppose he decide to give it back to the Indian. And the Indian say, all of you go home. Where are you niggas going? Everybody in America knows where to go. The one holler Mexico, I'm going to Mexico, Jack. Cuba, I'm going to Cuba. Even if I hate with a laugh at a nigga, I'm going to the Bahamas, man. I'm going to Jamaica, Jack. See, I'm raising a valid question. You are in a crisis. Praise Yahweh. And I'm here with the answer. The only answer. Nobody else has ever raised the question in your head not to think about giving you the answer. Praise Yahweh. Been serving other gods. So Yahweh said, if you do it, I'll cut you off from knowing who you are and where you're from. You won't know your history, your culture, your name, your language, your dad, nothing. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. See, Yahweh is the answer to your individual problem, no matter who you are and what kind of individual you are either. He's still the answer.